Ladies and gents, welcome to the first match of the day. It is going to be Cyber Legacies versus TSpirit, facing off in a best of 3. It's been a few days since I've seen some CIS Dota. It's been
10 seconds to go.
1 week, maybe, since you looked at me. No, since I cast CIS Dota. But I am ready to get back into it, because it's just fun. We have seen Cyber Legacy through the qualifiers, going back to the start of the month. Start of the month? Yeah, I know it's a little bit of a trek, but we have seen some good performances from them. But most recently, we did see, I think it was Hellraisers last week, that we were casting. Me and you, chat, we were there together. Cyber Legacies, yeah, and Hellraisers, was it Hellraisers? It was Hellraisers, because Hellraisers did it to Fuzzy as well, you know, absolutely just ran through both teams in 24 hours. Took what should have been 6 matches in 4 and looked absolutely just dominating throughout. So, Cyber Legacies are going to be picking up the Ancient Apparition, Nyx Assassin, Puck, and the Faceless Void. Meanwhile, TSpirit, Anti-Mage, Oracle, Mars, and Witch Doctor. Surprisingly, the Clockwork was the Darkseer banned. The Darkseer has not been banned just yet. That is a popular pick at the minute just because of the powerful surge, which could be used on someone like the Mars to get him in close, but we do have the Witch Doctor Oracle for the 4 and 5 on TSpirit. Meanwhile, Ancient Apparition, Nyx Assassin, more than likely the 4 and 5 on Cyber Legacies. So, Clockwork is ban out. Darkseer is there as a 3 for both teams. If you maybe want to put the Surge onto the Nyx Assassin, get the gap closing with that Vendetta, even the Faceless Void, get him in the Chronosphere, you can keep that time leap for when he does need it, and the Mars could use it there to get that Arena of Blood down. So, bans are the Void Spirit, not surprising, Enchantress, not surprising, Timbersaw, not surprising, as well as the Phantom Lancer and the Troll Warlord, should I say it, not surprising. Meanwhile, on the side of TSpirit, they ban out the Slardar, the Batrider, the Clockwork, Lifestealer, and the Slark. Once again, not surprising. And both teams now, they do have the position 1s. Is this Puck going to be a position 3 or a position 2? We do have to wait on this final pickup as they ban out the Kunkka. Ooh, they ban out the Kunkka. And Cyber Legacies have last pick. And Kunkka is being used as the Meepo counter at the minute. There's no space unless TSpirit want to play ET as a position 3. Which would be quite interesting, because then you'd have to run your Mars. You could run it as, oh no, you'd run it as a position 2 if they pick up the Meepo. But that would mean blind picking the ET. Maybe a bait pick. And Cyber Legacies then with the final pick being able to pick up something greater. As TSpirit only have 1 ban left. They ban out the Meepo. Broodmother is still there. So is Ember Spirit as well as Viper. A couple of good counters to the Broodmama and those Spiderlings. But let's see, shall we?
Ten seconds to go.
As Spirit, they've got themselves just under 30 seconds now to think of this final pick. Cyber Legacies do have themselves over a minute plus standard pick time to then consider their final pick. Which, just looking at the lineup, what else did we have in mid? We were running TAs all the time, a lot of TAs, but they were running with the Slardars for the maximum minus armor.
Dyer's pick.
Oh, it's going to be the Beastmaster. So, okie dokie. I guess. We have seen the Beastmasters. Not as much as we were seeing the Clockworks, not as much as we were seeing the Darkseers. But we did see the Beastmasters run position 3, picking first Necro Bucks, going for those Necro 3s, and just trying to push down lanes before. I mean, qualifiers, we did see. Was it Cyber Legacies? Who was it? Against Na'Vi. I remember the match, I can't remember which team it was, and they took tier 3s in 16 minutes. running the Beastmaster, Lycan,
Pick some of these folks.
and Shen. Or was it Enchantress? Enchantress. It was one of the two. So, Cyber Legacies do finish off their draft with the Monkey King up against the lineup of TSpirit. Is a pretty good lineup. You're looking at the 3 melee cores. Yes, Immersion will be able to save them with that false promise, but however, Chappie, if he gets a good Dream Call into the silence, should be able to keep them there, keep them from escaping, and just be able to lock those heroes down. It's actually a really big combination if you look at the ults. The Faceless Void into the Chronosphere, Pichu, with the Monkey King to follow up with the Wukong's command after the Chronosphere is down, but Puck can set up with the Dream Call, and Ancient Apparition can come along and Ice Blast that sucker. And anyone caught in it probably doesn't survive. At all. Just doesn't survive. Meanwhile, on the side of TSpirit, you do have the Beastmaster, Anti-Mage, Oracle, Mars, and Witch Doctor, and as always, the Anti-Mage puts a clock on things. And not the clockwork you're expecting, but puts a clock on it saying that Cyber Legacies, we don't think you're going to win in the first 30 minutes. And if you don't win in those 30 minutes, well, new farm and Anti-Mage with the new gold that comes in on this new patch, well, good luck seeing out the game then, because he will just 1v5 your entire team. As we get some black screens. Black screens. There we go. We've already had the first screen game.
Everybody gets set.
So let's see, as everybody's... Cyber Legacies love the tips. It's actually going to be Ergon in the mid lane up against the Monkey King. This might go wrong quickly for the Mars.
Wait for it.
Yeah, Monkey, he's not picked anything up just yet, but probably goes first level Jingle Mastery.
Wait for it.
We are seeing something a little bit different here, though. It's actually going to be TSpirit contesting this bottom rune. Or at least setting up to. Because we have seen in CIS Dota the past few weeks that the Dire would always claim these 2 runes, the Radiant always claims these 2 runes, but it looks like TSpirit want to be getting aggressive on both sides, getting those 2 boars out, getting the outpost captured now as well, keeping their own outpost. Anti-Mage, is he going to go Blink level 1? Try and get himself in. Needs to be careful, there is 4 heroes stacking up here. That is pretty creepy though, Non-Grata. But Bignum, he's there, he's got the Impale, even the... Oh, the Monkey King is the courier. Yeah, Chappie, so it is just going to be a 2 for 2. And Bignum being able to push the Anti-Mage away, not wanting to be caught out there. So we are going to be getting a pause. No, it's going to be a quick pause. No issues, no dramas, no disconnects. So yeah, for now, let's keep an eye on this mid lane. TSpirit and Cyber Legacies, it's going to be... the Monkey King still courier blocking. Let's see how this is going to go though, because Ergon, the Jingle Mastery has been picked up now. Ergon needs to keep his distance away from Pikachu. As Pikachu can look to get aggressive anytime Ergon comes up for last hits in the river. Hell, could even get aggressive on his courier if it comes up to deliver. You know what, bottom lane? ILTW, Cask is going to be there, but it's not really going to bounce to anyone. Bignum's trying to do what he can up against ILTW. He's taking a lot of harass damage here now from the Nyx Assassin, though, the Anti-Mage. And Chappie, trading as good as he gets. Meanwhile, mid lane. Ergon's trying to do what he can. He's actually gone for the God's Rebuke level 1. It's actually a really standard build that we don't see a lot of deviation of. Oh, that's going to be a great spear back on the tower. Pikachu going to be taking a lot of hits. Is this going to be First Blood? Does have the Boundless Strike as well as that Fairy Fire now. The God's Rebuke does miss. And Monkey King, being the cheeky thing that he is, does get out on probably, it was about 100 health. Meanwhile, top lane, it is going to be non-grata trading up against Parimatch. Parimatch might have a little bit of trouble up against these boars, but Immersion as well, with the Fortune's End, being able to channel that and just root a target. Just like that. Just to be a little bit of a pain in the ass. Orb comes through. Chappie should be able to get himself back as ILTW was impaled. Both the Maledict should not kill. It is only level 1, I do believe. Yeah, it's only level 1. So Chappie should be fine there. Oh, blink forward though, Chappie. That's a bit of a pain in the ass. Just getting on top of Chappie, saying, I know, you know, I can close the distance. I can get to you anytime I want. Pikachu, Jingu Mastery has been... Well, he's got one more right click left and he throws out the Boundless Strike for it. The God's Rebuke. In rebuke. In reply. As Bignum. The creeps have been pulled. Misha now just going to try and protect these. Bignum's going to... He has the Impale, but the Puck might be able to come over to maybe Chappie here, farm a bit of this up. Top lane. How's Parimatch doing? Parimatch has got the most last hits and the most denies in the game. So Beastmaster, did he just run out of mana? He's not summoning these boars. Maybe he doesn't want it to be farmed up here by the Faceless Void. Just to give him extra last hits, you know, extra little bits of farm. That's not what you want to be given. Not at all. Mid lane though, again, God's Rebuke. This lane's actually going a lot better than I thought it would have been going for the Mars. The Mars, he is being forced back. He does have a salve to heal himself up. You know, the Jingu Mastery is still in effect. But he's able to come and get that God's Rebuke off, do a little bit of farming. As the chase on the top lane, Happy Terraria, trying to just chase Immersion back. But he's still finding a little bit of XP from those neutrals, as the neutrals will be pulled through now as well. Beastmaster's going to be able to come over, maybe just pull the creeps through. As he's actually just going to look, there's going to be the root now as well. The right clicks, are they going to be able to pick it? Non-grata will get it. Oh, mid lane now as well. The spear comes through. Pikachu actually moves himself back. The cast doesn't bounce. Oh, the God's Rebuke! It pushes him out of the Maledict, and now he's going to be able to heal himself up with the Boundless Strike and the Jingu. Salve as well. That spear just needed to be a second later after the Maledict came out. Level 2 Maledict as well. That would have been a killing blow onto Pikachu. And it leaves the Anti-Mage open. Who is just standardly going straight for that Battle Fury. There is going to be the Spike Carapace dodged off there by LTW. Monkey in the mid, how's he looking? 18 to 17. Net worth wise, he's actually below. I think Ergon, has he been going to the jungle? Just to pick up a couple of extra last hits. Misha with the pull again. He's trying to pull into the river so he can get this bounty as well, but it's not going to happen as Bignum was protecting it. In fact, if Happy rotates down, they might be able to get all 4 here. Anything to stop it? It's just going to be one right click from the Oracle, no root. So is that all 4? All 4 bounty rooms go the way of Cyber Legacy. Good rotations. Good timings on that as well. Parimatch, net worth is actually behind the Beastmaster. In terms of last hits though, Beastmaster is starting to get up there. I think he's been moving himself into the jungle again. Just picking up a couple of more last hits with the boar to tank up, do a little bit more DPS as well. As Nyx once again contesting this pull. Mid lane. Witch Doctor's going to TP himself back in. Oh, even Immersion waiting off in the wings. Are they going to try and go for this? The spear is going to be there, and now the root as well. Maledict comes out. Boundless Strike is going to be used, but this time, Ergon gets his rotations on his spells right, and he picks up a kill onto Pikachu. So good for the Mars.
Technical difficulties.
Misha, is he going to wait around for the TP back in here? Maybe go for a second kill. Immersion's there as well. The vision, it's not there for the Monkey King. So this could be a great setup if he instantly TP's back in. There he is. TP's in. Should see immersion. Will see immersion. Does he try and go for anything? Just right clicks the illusion. You get the vision behind the tower, but again, it does leave the anti-mage open. The Impel's going to miss, though. He is going to be able to blink himself north and get himself out of danger while pulling the creeps through as well. But Monkey King, still 3 heroes in the mid lane. Oh, ILTW. No mana. It didn't actually want to use the mango. So no Impale mana there. And ILTW will live to fight. I say fight, I should say farm. Farm a little bit more. Top lane though, there is a Chronosphere. There's no roll for about another probably 2 or 3 creeps. Are they going to try and go on Palintimos? Palintimos, the right clicks are going to be there, maybe just to force him back a little bit. But Palintimos is looking to trade here. There's going to be the Cold Feet. The Chronosphere comes out. Even they're going to be using the root. But it's not going to matter as the Chronosphere was used. So Fortune's End, Palintimos, he's got 2 seconds. He needs to jump himself forward. But Immersion turns the kill around. And Nongrata might actually get out of this. As Misha has rotated up now as well. Happy Terraria going to be killed off. Immersion gets himself the double.
You surprise me.
And Urgon gets a regen. So Team Spirit doing a hell of a lot better in the early stages as I thought they would do.
Silence for the Dyer's courier.
Even Nongrata picking up Happy Terraria's courier. And now the smoke comes out. Team Spirit are going to rotate behind the Monkey King. Underneath the tier 1 tower with creeps. Are they going to try and get this? They do still have the ward vision down. So Monkey, what's he got himself coming out? That was just a Wraith Band. In terms of net worth, he's actually behind the Mars by about 4,400 gold.
By the beast.
And now Beastmaster has his roar. How far Witch Doctor is 2 levels away from that Death Ward. Misha sees the courier. Is he going to try and take it down? The vision is there if it flies over. Misha, is he going to try and go for this? Are they going to try and go for this kill?
The Dyer might want to mine their top tower.
As it looks like Team Spirit are just going to be grouping up now. They've got themselves a Centaur Conqueror.
Through the Dyer's structures for now.
4 points in the Call of the Wild Boar now as well. 2 boards available to push down this tier 1 tower on the top lane. Meanwhile, Mars still in the mid lane, just doing farming things, looking to put pressure onto the mid lane, maybe to set up for the Beastmaster to rotate down. Oh, this ward. There's going to be the double rotation in there as well. The root comes out. Cast doesn't bounce. Doesn't matter. Spear's going to be popped. And Urgon gets himself a second. Dreamcall has been used. It only catches onto the Mars. Mars, though, does have the Arena of Blood if he wants to be popping this. He's not going to be popping it just yet. The right clicks are going to be there. And now Spear pops himself to the tree. They take themselves to tier 1. Roar is still there. Helm and the Dominator up. Are they going to try and rotate onto Palintimos? Do they have the damage there? Roar comes out. Centaur is going to be close to stun. Working down. Stomp comes out now as well. Right clicks and Nongrata. Urgon gives him the tip for the revenge. And he can just... That's a great rotation if we look at the way he came through. Found himself a kill. Going to be able to rotate himself back up. Maybe put pressure onto the tier 2 tower. As mid lane... The pressure comes in onto the mid lane now as well. Where's the Centaur going to be coming through? He did find himself a kill on AA in the jungle now there as well. And if we take a look at the vision here from the side of Team Spirit, you can see it's very penetrating into the to the dire side of the jungle where you want to be taking these towers. They had it behind the tier 1 tower as well to see any rotations in to defend this tier 1 tower. So it's going to be great for just protecting themselves, just looking for ganks and surprising Cyber Legacy here. Monkey King up on the tree. It's actually going to be springing himself into the mid lane, but it looks like in the entirety of Team Spirit, they want to be moving themselves up to this tier 2 tower. And if we look at the dire jungle, there's no vision. They can't see the rotations. They've got one ward where the map isn't in play, so that is a dead ward. That is an inactive ward. Faceless Void, okay, does see a rotation down to protect the Faceless Void if they specifically come through that part of the Radiant jungle. But it looks like they're happy just to put pressure onto the tier 2 tower on the top lane.
Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Oh, the poke. Was that an actual spear? It was a God's Rebuke.
There goes Radiant's bottom tower.
Can they get Chappie? The silence comes out onto Mars. Now though, it was actually a purge. The cast is going to bounce to the Monkey King on the trees. Roar's going to be there. The Death Ward now as well. Pikachu gets himself away, but Chappie isn't so lucky. And TSpirit, 12 minutes in, take the first tier 2 tower of the game. Palintimo still doing farming things. And hell, it might not even be a 30-minute clock. It might be a 13-minute clock before TSpirit say, we're just in control of this game. Let's take a look at the items. We have a quick break. We can just break down a couple of the neutral items as they come out. Everybody's favourite, the Iron Talon. The Trusty Shovel gives you plus 100 health. Oh, they're going to try and go for this kill now. They find the Anti-Mage Chronosphere. Well, it wasn't needed, but I guess it secures them some creeps, so they get themselves the own Mango Tree. Yeah. Trusty Shovel, 100 health, and you can dig every 55 seconds. A Rune, a Flask, TP Scroll. Oh, Ancient Apparition. It is your jungle, but it's not your jungle.
This'll come in handy.
As TSpirit just staking their claim on this half of the map, saying we control this. This is ours. Step into it and risk death. And now TSpirit, Roshan still giving out those hearts. He loves you. He's a little bit of a masochist. But he is going to be giving them that. Maybe it's like, because he's been made immortal, while he's still defending himself, he's just putting up a half-hearted effort. And the hearts show he loves the team coming and killing him. Because it's a little bit of peace and quiet, the death, for at least... what's that, 8+ minutes, maybe 8 to 11 minutes, 8 to 13 minutes of peace and quiet. And this is it with an Aegis. Anti-Mage, pressure in the mid. Bloody hell, he doesn't even have his Battle Fury, and he's still going for it. What is that? I'm forgetting it's so early into the game, it's not even 15 minutes in yet. And the Battle Fury, it's still about halfway done. And TSpirit are pressure in tier 3s. This is the pressure coming out. There's going to be a good Ice Blast onto the Dream Core. Death Ward will be there though. Finishes off Chappie. And Urgon. We've not seen it in Arena just yet, but he might pop it for this tier 3 tower. Bignum's in the Vendetta. Did they want to step for this though? Yep, Vendetta's going to be coming out the Impale now as well. Monkey King throws out the Wukong's command. Urgon's not dead yet. He's going to be able to get himself the Aegis pop. As he just waits out this Wukong's command, walks himself. He's being slowed, but he's being right-clicked. Is he going to be able to get himself out of the circle? He does.
Tis mine. Time is money.
But that's half a tier 3 tower down at 15 minutes. This is Palintimos looking for farm. Looking for that diffusal. He is about 30 gold away from that diffusal blade. Those bounties go the way. What is that? It's going to be a 3-for-1? A 2-2? 2-2 trade on the bounties. Beastmaster's still here. He's still got his Centaur Conqueror. He's saying we can still push this. I've got my Necrobooks. What level is that? Just level 1. But he will be going towards level 2 and 3 straight after. Zergon. The siege creeps are out. They're looking for another tier 2 tower. Monkey King is there. No Wukong's command for a minute. And maybe this just baits Cyber Legacy into the mid lane while TSpirit sets up on top lane looking for the push in. So Pikachu, fortification instantly popped just to push this one back on the siege creep.
Bottom tower. Radiant's bottom tower ain't a pretty sight right now.
Anti-Mage, what is he up to gold-wise? He's nearly got himself the Demon Edge. If he gets caught out here, though, this is going to set him back a little bit. Is there going to be a Chronosphere used on this? The bashes come out. Chronosphere will be popped, but the cast is going to be keeping the Anti-Mage alive just for now. Orb flies through. They should be able to get the kill onto ILTW. Yeah, Dream Coil's there. False Promise comes out, though. Keeps him alive. Ice Blast should finish the job. And now the Roar on the back lines. Are they going to be able to catch out the Monkey King? The Monkey King is going to be stunned up now. Pikachu throws out the Boundless Strike. Going to be trying to get himself away from this. The buyback comes in from the Nyx Assassin, though. 2 dead on the tide of TSpirit. And the chase is on for more. Are they going to try and turn this one around? Maybe get something out of this non grata? Monkey King, he's leaping himself, swinging himself through the jungle. Non grata doesn't have himself the Quelling Blade to pick up the tree as well, to put Pikachu on his ass. Oh, the blink forward comes through from Chappie. The building blocks are going to be there. There's going to be the Boundless Strike now as well. Ergon comes in. Spear's going to be off the mark now as well. It looks like Beastmaster might be able to get himself away with those purges coming through from the Purifying Flames. And yeah, this is really hard for the Monkey King. If he's completely disarmed. Can't get the Wukong's command. The Jingu Mastery. If you can't right-click Chappie, though, phase shifts himself out. Cast not going to bounce 20. He's going to be rooted now as well. Maledict did hit, but he's going to be healed up. The right-clicks, though, as well. Oh, Impale Chappie. Is he going to be able to get himself away from this? Pops a Dream Coil. Doesn't matter. ILTW with the Mana Void. The damage was there, and if it wasn't the Maledict, sure would have been.
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer.
Nearly 19 minutes. And ILTW, he's nearly got this Battle Fury. Yeah, it is a slow one, but he did go for the double Wraith Bands into fighting with the rest of his team. It's not like he played single lane Dota like the Faceless Void has been doing all game, where he just relies on the rest of his team to protect the objectives. He's been fighting along with the rest of his team. So while it's not the standard Battle Fury time, this has benefited his team so much more, putting pressure onto that tier 3 tower. Oh, this is a big stack for the Beastmaster and the Mars to farm up. It's going to be a big loss for whoever on Cyber Legacies was looking to farm that up. So yeah, has the Battle Fury now, will farm. As both mango trees are on the Radiant side of the map, I just noticed. It doesn't give vision into Roshan anymore. And this one's actually the dire one. I'm surprised they put that there. That is a gift. I suppose it was for when the Faceless Void was in the Radiant jungle. Oh, does he have the trade in time? I think he does just get it. So yeah, it is going to be a 1-for-1 on the outposts. Runes again, it should be a 2-for-2 trade. But there is the Arcane Rune. Maybe to give this to the Puck. No, Bignum's just going to take it. Maybe pops the Vendetta. Looks to rotate. Looks to maybe set up a gank. Or it doesn't. You know, whatever. Ergon. Just messing around with his bulwark stance. Trying to show that off. Oh, the orb comes through. Spear, though, is going to be off the mark. And Chappie gets himself away once again. Immersion is sitting behind with Misha.
Dire's courier has made its final.
Non-Grata gets himself another courier coming over from the secret shop. Was that the start of the Aghanim Scepter now as well? Wukong's command, but it's going to be inside the Arena of Blood. Now Palintimos comes in. He's going to be able to get off maybe a good Chronosphere here. Who does he capture? As there will be the borrowed time. The False Promise. Borrowed time? I suppose it is borrowed time, but it is not the borrowed time. As Cyber Legacies are starting to turn this one around now as well. They get the kill onto Beastmaster. Roll will be there. ILTW comes in from the back line, but this should still be a kill. Orb, he actually dodges this one off. As the Mana Void, Pikachu now in trouble. ILTW rotates himself in. A couple more right clicks. He does have the Blink available if he wants to go for Chappie now as well. Chappie just needs to follow the Orb. The Blink forward though as well keeps Chappie away from the Anti-Mage.
3 down.
Thy soul's in deficit.
And now, with 4 heroes dead, 3 heroes on the side of TeamSpirit, I did jinx it a little bit, saying Cyber Legacies were turning it around. TeamSpirit came right back and turned it back on its head.
Use a little help.
As Anti-Mage continues to farm.
Dire's mid tower won't last much longer.
Got himself a Vanguard. That's going to be great on the agility. It is 10 attack speed. It's 5 other attributes.
The Dire
Plus the 10 attributes, which is going to be even more attack speed.
best do something about that bottom tower.
That is going to accelerate his farm so fast.
Tower's getting the business.
With this Battle Fury, he's getting through camps in seconds at a time. Non grata. Bignum, there is a sentry, so they do see him there, with all these trees being broke by the Arena of Blood. Wukong going to try and get himself away from this. Palintimos, he's still doing farming things. He's falling behind the Anti-Mage now. Going towards that Manta Star, we might see a fight in the jungle. Witch Doctor picked off the Happy, does pick up the kill. Wukong's command's available, the Arena of Blood bim. Pikachu, it wasn't up in time, and Pikachu just walks himself away. Now the Dream Call, there's going to be the Ice Blast. Non-Grata gets the kill onto Happy, but there's going to be a rumble in the jungle now as well as the Wukong pops that command. And finds the kill onto Non-Grata. Might even be able to find the farm on his creeps. No, okay.
Illusion.
Ergon pops the illusion. Monkey King has himself a Diffusal Blade. That's going to be quite nice. Echo Saber as well. So he's not doing too bad. He's still 2k behind the Mars in terms of lane for lane farm. But that BKB might just be able to turn the tides in the fights. Actually, we were talking about the Puck going towards the Aghanim Scepter as well. He's about 500 and... what's that? 523 gold away from picking that up. So a couple more creep waves, just needs to keep himself alive for a little bit longer as well. Actually only got tier 1 boots as well. So just those boots of speed. Maybe because he can get himself around with the excuse me, the orb, the blink, even the winning rift for a little bit of distance there as well. Oh, ILTW, this is going to be a little bit of a mistake here now as well. Walks himself into 3 heroes.
Disappointment.
And finds Puck's Aghanim Scepter for him. He's even got bonus gold after the fact as well. So TeamSpirit 17 to 11, 25 minutes in. Near enough, Roshan is back. Witch Doctor actually going to go for the Holy Locket. This is the first Holy Locket I've ever seen in competitive Dota.
Here, catch.
Runes are available. Cyber Legacy, though, they're stacking up for the 5-man. Bignum's going to be there with the Vendetta now as well. Spike Carapace comes out through the spear. Stuns up Mars. Impale comes through now as well. Does he have the Bulwark? Does he want to cancel this? No, Arena of Blood will be popped, so they're going to try and fight this one out. Backline, so Chronosphere comes out onto the Witch Doctor. Ergon gets himself a kill onto Happy. Now he's going to be able to move himself out of the Arena of Blood with the BKB and the False Promise. Non-Grata gets himself a kill. Chappie finds Misha though. The Impale comes out onto Mars. Mars, does he carry on? He doesn't have a mana for the spear. And it looks like, oh, Chappie, does he get himself away from this with the TP in from ILTW though? Blinks the wrong way around the Roshan pit though. Palintimos walks himself up to the high ground. He's going to be popping that time dilation to try and get himself away from this. He's rooted. He's mana voided. He is dead. And this opens up the Roshan.
Have fun trying to bust down radiant structures now.
Wait for it.
So Roshan, this is going to be a cheese and a good opening for TSpirit. 20-12. Look at how close, with the siege creeps, how close this tier 3 tower is from the creep wave. In fact, he might split this one out. ILTW is pushing in the mid lane. The 4 heroes alive from the side of Cyber Legacy might be enough to dissuade here TSpirit from going high ground. Chappie going to be able to get himself an outpost. Or maybe not. How far is the Arena of Blood? Arena of Blood is back up. Cheese is there as well. If Mars maybe wants to jump in, Fortification is up for the... It's not actually up for either side. It's going to be 22 seconds before it's back up for the Dire. Beastmaster. Well, this creep wave, it's actually the siege creep pushing back out the other way, so they do need to stabilize this. The creequilibrium on this top lane. An anti-mage maybe being, well... Ooh, does he keep himself the Mindbreaker? He's actually going to send the Van Braces back, picks up the Mindbreaker. Monkey King, the roar's going to be there. They see it with the vision, the root as well. Whirlwind axes it, pushes him to the low ground, stuns him up a little bit longer. They're going to be having the clap from the Hellbird Smasher. And Nongrata picks up that kill without actually throwing the final blow. Gets it through his creeps. And ILTW as well. Just blinks himself up onto the high ground. He wants to go to it with this Aegis. Got himself the Skull Basher. And a 30-second window where Cyber Legacies are going to be down to at least 4 heroes. Do they want to push this one in? ILTW, though, they are going to be moving up to this tier 3 tower on the top lane. Look at the Reckless going to be coming out. This is going to be maybe a quick Aegis being burst. Chronosphere even being committed for this, but Palintimos was stunned up. Backlines, Arena of Blood is going to be popped. There goes the toss from the Sphere now as well. It's going to be Palintimos. Needs to time walk himself away. Keeps himself alive. The Pikachu pops to Wukong's command. But the Aegis, it's still up. Cyber Legacies. Witch Doctor, you're... Oh, it's the voice line. I was going to say you're dead. You shouldn't be speaking. And they got a little bit more damage onto this tier 3 tower. Ancient Apparition. It's not a lot. He does have himself the Philosopher's Stone, so that is bonus gold. But take a look at the hero levels. He is the lowest level in the game. Only by a little bit of XP, but that's still the lowest level in the game. And they're going to try and go for this. The Roar comes out now as well onto the Monkey King. Monkey King won't be able to get himself away. And Pikachu, lockdown kill off, dead for 86. And this could be a melee rush in the mid lane. Yeah, ILTW, there's no fortification. So ILTW is going to be able to step up with his illusions. Take down this mid lane. Oh, the courier as well. This might actually be 2 lanes of racks with the Necro Buck creeps as well. They are fresh Necro creeps. 48 seconds before they fade away. And with no Monkey King, ults coming up for pretty much everybody on the side of TSpirit. Palintimos needs to time walk himself away. They saw the Nyx. He was looking for the bounties. He's going to be able to get himself 1. But can't keep himself too close for fear of the sentry. At the rotation. Oh, are they going to be able to pick up a puck? Chappie tries to get himself away. Nongrass is having none of it. Meanwhile, back in the mid lane, ILTW gets a kill onto Palintimos. This should be game 1 going the way of TSpirit, unless the 3 heroes from the side of Cyber Legacies can do something absolutely amazing. And you know what? That wasn't amazing. That was just a dieback from the puck. Yeah, Ice Blast is going to be there, but it's not going to matter. TSpirit should still be able to pick these. Even throwing out the celebratory Death Ward. As TSpirit take game number 1 in 30 minutes up against Cyber Legacies. So, guys, that is game number 1, but we have 3 best of 3s coming at you today. This is only the first match of a potential 9. So stick around. I've been your caster, Robnroll Gaming. We will see the second game of TSpirit. Oh, the Aegis. Just chiming that the match is over. As TSpirit take the first game versus Cyber Legacy. Cyber Legacy, though, do have the chance to come back. It is a best of 3. So they could reverse sweep the series 2-1. Or TSpirit, are they going to be able to take it 2-0? Well, we're going to be able to find out. We're going to take a quick 15-minute break, guys. Be back with the second game. Again, I've been Robnroll Gaming. If you want to follow me along on Twitter as well, I am running a competition for Steam vouchers on Twitter. So if you want to follow along there, you'll be in for a chance to win one of 3 $10 Steam gift cards. But for now, we are going to be taking a break, and we'll be back with game number 2 after a 15-minute break. So I'll see you guys there.